Hello and welcome, Minnesota Farah. We are genuinely very happy to have you with us for our daily coverage of the NFL news. Please subscribe to our channel to support our initiative as we bring to you the latest updates from the world of NFL on a daily basis. Now let's dive deep into our news stories.
NFL fans, welcome to an electrifying episode of the latest NFL updates. I'm your host, and today, we're diving deep into the headlines from around the league, bringing you the latest news from NFL circles. 1. Cincinnati Bengals. We're kicking things off with a blockbuster deal. The Bengals have secured their star quarterback, Joe Burrow, with a jaw-dropping 5-year, $275 million extension. This colossal contract includes $146.51 million fully guaranteed at signing, and over $100 million in total earnings by March of 2023. Burrow's deal also boasts a $40 million roster bonus, a $55 million option bonus, and a $4.53 million training camp roster bonus for the current year. It's a front-loaded masterpiece, with a 3-year new money average of $61 million per year. In addition to this contract extravaganza, defensive tackle Tatala Pesifia has been waived from the reserved, injured list. Now, let's move on to our next news. 2. Cleveland Browns. The Browns have been hit with some tough news. Star offensive tackle Jack Conklin is facing a season-ending setback due to an ACL tear. He's been placed on injured reserve. But the Browns are making moves to bolster their offensive line, signing Ty Ensek to the practice squad and promoting Michael Dunn to the active roster. They're determined to keep the momentum going after their season-opening victory. Now, let's move on to our next news. 3. Denver Broncos. In Denver, the Broncos are dealing with an unfortunate injury situation. Tight end Greg Dulcich is expected to miss some action with a hamstring injury sustained during Sunday's loss to the Raiders. What's concerning is that it's the same hamstring that gave him trouble last year, so the team is taking a cautious approach to his recovery. Now, let's move on to our next news. 4. Philadelphia Eagles. The Eagles are facing an injury setback of their own. Linebacker Nakobe Dean has been placed on injured reserve due to a foot injury. However, the Eagles are adding depth to their linebacker core, signing Nicholas Morrow to the active roster from the practice squad. They're determined to keep their winning momentum going. Now, let's move on to our next news. 5. Indianapolis Colts. In Indianapolis, the Colts are making some practice squad moves, signing running back Tyler Goodson, tight end Jordan Murray, and center Jack Anderson. It's all about building depth and ensuring they have options as they navigate the season. On the flip side, there have been some roster cuts as well, with running back Jason Huntley, tight end Johnny Lumpkin, and wide receiver Mike Strachan finding themselves on the practice squad. Now, let's move on to our next news. 6. Kansas City Chiefs. Hold onto your hats, Chiefs fans. The Kansas City Chiefs have inked a significant deal with defensive lineman Chris Jones. His new 1-year contract is worth up to a staggering $25 million. This deal comes with the intriguing twist that the Chiefs retain the option to place the franchise tag on Jones in 2024. It's a big commitment to a key player on their defensive line. Now, let's move on to our next news. 7. Los Angeles Rams. The Rams are making some squad adjustments. They've signed tight end Miller Forristall to the practice squad, and they're shaking things up in the kicking game, signing Brett Maher to the active roster. Special teams just got more interesting in Los Angeles. Now, let's move on to our next news. 8. Minnesota Vikings. In Minnesota, they're making roster moves to address their running back depth. They've signed running back Myles Gaskin to the active roster from the practice squad. The Vikings are ensuring they have the firepower they need as they look to bounce back from a tough season opener. Now, let's move on to our next news. 9. New York Jets. Jets fans, brace yourselves for some tough news. Quarterback Aaron Rodgers, who was expected to be a game-changer for the Jets this season, is facing a devastating injury. An MRI has revealed that he suffered a torn Achilles against the Bills, and he will miss the remainder of the 2023 season. This is a massive blow for the Jets and their hopes for the season. Now, let's move on to our next news. 10. Pittsburgh Steelers. The Steelers are dealing with injuries of their own. Star wide receiver Deontay Johnson is nursing a hamstring injury and is expected to miss the upcoming game against the Browns. Additionally, defensive tackle Cameron Hayward is facing a groin injury that will require surgery, and he'll be sidelined for a significant period. The Steelers have some challenges ahead as they prepare for their divisional showdown. Stay tuned for more as the NFL season unfolds. Thanks for joining us on this thrilling journey through the world of NFL news, and remember, the action on the field is just heating up.